Hello, my crafty friends. It's Marie from Marie's Vermont Creations, and today I'm participating in the Team Tiny Hop. So I'm just showing you some of the products that I'm using today: a white card base, a white scrap of paper, and some pink cardstock. The heart stencil is from a Colorful Life Designs. The stamp set is Simon Says Stamp CZ Clean Line Every Day, and then the die set is Honeybees Tie the Knot. So our theme this month was wedding anniversary, something of that nature. So I'm going to take this heart stencil, which has some residual pixie spray, and adhere it to my pink cardstock. And I'm taking some Distress Oxide in Worn Lipstick and going to use a blending brush and just completely coat this card panel. I went with a more of a bridal shower themed card. I had a lot of ideas for this die set, but as always, I'm procrastinating to the very last minute, so opted to just jazz up the dress and go with a bridal shower card. So once I get this all completed, I'm going to peel it off, and so the lighter cardstock from underneath will show, which I really like this stencil. And so I'm going to put that aside to dry for a little bit and pull out my Bitty Buzz Cutter, and I'm just going to take the dress outline and that scrap piece of white cardstock that I'll cut down so it fits through my Bitty Buzz Cutter, and I'm going to die cut that. Then I will take some tulle and double-sided tape and adhere it to the skirt portion of this dress to give it a little sparkle and movement. You could doll this up in pretty much any way. You could add, glitter drops. You could do embellishments. You could do it in colors. You could dress it up with markers. There's all sorts of ideas that you could do with this, but I thought the tulle would give it a little sparkle and a little dimension without adding too much to it. So I'm going to use the double-sided adhesive and get the tulle skirt portion on. And while I'm doing that, I just wanted to tell you a little bit about Team Tiny. So Team Tiny is a group of card makers, paper crafters that come together once a month to do a hop, and we are all under 1,000 subscribers on our YouTube channel. So we come together to try to get our content out to new people. So if you are interested in joining Team Tiny, I will leave the information in my description box below if you have a channel with less than 1,000 subscribers. And you want to join us. It is a hashtag driven hop, so you click in the link that's in the title of my video and the description, and that should pull up all of the videos for this hop. Just keep in mind that sometimes there are some random videos that will get in between all of ours, so always make sure to scroll down a little bit to make sure that you've seen them all. I have found that recently in another hop that I did. They'll throw in some, like maybe last month's hop before the new ones. I'm not quite sure the logic with YouTube, but so if you have any questions, feel free to leave me a comment down below. I am just trimming the tulle in a rough shape around the dress. I didn't get exact with it. I thought about trying to use the die to cut it out, but I worried that the tulle might fall apart since it's so delicate. So once I get it trimmed to the way that I think looks good for this particular dress, because it's got a really ruffly bottom on the base of this, so you really can't tell that it's not cut to the exact shape. So then I'm going to put another layer of double-sided adhesive and take a thin strip of white ribbon to make it look like just finish it up a little bit. That way you can't see or feel that the glue underneath that tulle, because it doesn't keep you from, I didn't want it to be sticky on the front of my card. So I'm going to peel that off, wrap it around the back a little bit so that I can put the ribbon along the back side. I had more glue on one side than the other, so in order to fix that, once I get this trimmed up, I'm going to take another piece of double-sided adhesive and just pin that last tail of this ribbon to the back of the die cut so then it won't come undone. So there's also the suit version of this, and they do have other layers that you can cut out with these dies. So like I said, the possibilities are endless. You could paper piece these together. My friend Michelle from Scrap Secrets loves to paper piece, and she does it beautifully. I've never gotten it to come out correctly or look right. So definitely check out her channel for some tips on the paper piecing. That's really tough to say. I know she has some videos with that, so I would definitely check that out. So I'm going to take my background now and the congrats sentiment from this CZ Clean Line Everyday stamp set. And I do have the dies for it, but I decided to just stamp it directly onto the card panel. So I'm putting it in my mini Misty, and I'm going to line it up, and I'm going to use the VersaFine Claire Nocturne ink to stamp that down to give me, a pretty bold sentiment. Since they are very thin lined, I wanted it to stand out. And then once I get that stamped out a couple of times so that it is nice and dark, I'm going to take the address and use some of my Barely Arts glue and adhere that down straight to the card panel, or to the card panel. That's correct. I'm out of practice. I haven't done a video in a while. So once I get that adhered down, I will adhere the entire card panel to the card base. You could always pop up the dress using some foam adhesive, but in case I wanted to mail this, I wanted to keep it kind of flat so that it didn't get too bulky. And so I hope that everyone will check out Everyone in the Hop. And if you find somebody you like, a new content creator, I hope that you would subscribe to their channel, leave some comments. Everyone loves interacting with everybody in these hops, and I always like to see how everyone interprets the theme and what they come up with. So, and if anyone has inspired you to create a project, feel free to tag us on social media. We'd like to see, how we inspire others. So as always, I hope that you all have a great day.